You see, Nigerians, the best word for the whole dictionary to describe Nigerians na hypocrites. We are too hypocritical. The hypocrisy within this country is too much. No other country get mediocres, get hypocrites like Nigerians. Every time we keep acting like we don't like what Bobrisky is doing. We are against Bobrisky. We don't like him for who he is. But at the end of the day, our actions tell better. Our actions, they speak louder than our voice. An award show was held in Lagos. Award show. And Bobrisky, a former man, was given the award of the best dressed female in the show. You see, let me say this. They don't give man award of best dressed female. Una not talk. If you reach for marriage now, you go say you and your husband get equal right because you be feminist. How can a group of people come together to plan a show? Inside all of them, nobody gets sense. Now two things will not happen for that team. It's either nobody gets sense or the sensible person spoke and was neglected. Controversy does not sell people for a long time. At the end of the day, look at it now. Now the Bobrisky the trend, not the show. Go reach Ashawo way dey for road. Ashawo way stand for road. Deserve an apology for this nonsense. Nigerians then go your comment section, insult you, come your DM, come beg you. Today, it's no longer women supporting women. It's women supporting former men.
So the fallout from the Best Dressed Female Award is getting totally out of control. In fact, the whole talk and cry has totally overshadowed the event itself. That was a movie premiere. No one is talking about the movie. No one. Everyone is talking about Bobrisky. Now, I do not know why people are so angry about this. I have no idea. But if I would say something, I will put it this way. The organizers of the event knew very well what they were doing. They understood it very well. They did what they thought was necessary for the movie to get to where they wanted it to go. So they knew what they were getting into. And one other thing, like I have seen a couple of comments and people are talking about the issue, and some people are saying that Bobrisky deserve the award because the dress that she came in was splendid. It was gorgeous. And the way she packaged herself was great. And let me just point out why I am using the female pronoun when I am referring to Bobrisky is because I believe that if someone wants us to refer to them as he or she with a pronoun that is not associated with them by birth, we have the right to do so or decline, right? And I personally do not find anything wrong to refer to someone with a pronoun they would like to. That's just my take. But then again, you can refer to Bobrisky the way you want, okay? But I will refer to Bobrisky as she because I think that she wants us to refer to her as she, and I will just do so. So there are a few articles that I want us to go through that has been very, very like all over the roof, and this all has come about as a result of Bobrisky winning that award. So let's go through the first one. Osira threatens to sue Bobrisky over Best Dressed Female Award. The senior special assistant to the Delta State Governor on media, Mr. Osira's success, has publicly declared his intention to sue popular Nigerian cross-dresser Bobrisky and the producer of the movie Beast of Two Worlds for allegedly promoting transgender. Taking to Facebook, Osea lambasted Bobrisky's recent accolade as the best dressed female at the premiere of the said movie, which took place at the Cycle Mall in Lekki, Lagos State. His scorching remarks included assertions that Bobrisky belongs in prison rather than on the glamorous red carpet. The boy Bobrisky is a negative influence on our youth and has caused so much damage to young Nigerians, declared Osa, emphasizing the detrimental impact he believed Bobrisky has had on the impressionable minds of Nigerian youngsters. He called for swift government intervention and urged the federal authorities to take action by arresting both Bobrisky and the movie producer for purportedly championing transgender and LGBTQ plus rights, which are prohibited by Nigerian law. He decried the premier attendees, labeling them as a disgrace to womanhood and asserting that the movie should be banned from airing in Nigeria due to its alleged encouragement of transgender identity and LGBTQ plus rights. This is the right time for our government to act, Osa proclaimed, intensifying the urgency of his demands. As tensions escalate, the spotlight now shifts to the Nigerian government, which faces mounting pressure to address the contagious issue of LGBTQ plus rights within the nation's border, with voices on both sides of the spectrum clamoring for attention of this impassionate dispute remains uncertain, leaving many Nigerians anxiously awaiting the next chapter in the unfolding saga. This is really, really get out of control. I really do not understand why this so-called Mr. Osa had to take this too far and also calling for the banning of the movie from airing in Nigeria and so on and so forth. Sometimes, right, I really do not understand people, especially with the Africans, because when there is an issue that is concerning the civilian population or that is concerning people who are not politicians, you will see politicians getting involved and trying to enforce all the laws on the books. But when there is a matter that concerns them, when they commit crimes, none of them will say something. They will look for a way to bury all the laws. You can see how far he's gone, calling for the federal government to arrest Bobrisky and also the organizer of the event. So he wants to tell us that this is the first time he has ever came across the whole issue about Bobrisky, that he is just hearing about Bobrisky from a few days ago after the event. What has he been doing all along? Why Mr. Osaye haven't done anything before to try to get Bobrisky arrested before this incident? Or why hadn't he made the whole LGBTQ in Nigeria his agenda to eliminate it, to ban it, or to create laws that will prohibit the existence of LGBTQ people? He should have done that. I'm not saying he should do. I'm saying that he should have been doing that. Not just coming now to start saying things and start trying to sue individual people. How can you sue them? Sue them for what? What are you going to sue them for? And that it has created a lot of harm to young Nigerians, and it has given them a lot of negative image of Nigeria. Really, are we really taking this route? Is it where we are going? Let me ask you, Mr. Osara, what about all the corruption that you guys are involved with? Have you ever thought about that? What about all the money that you guys have stolen? You and your friends have stolen, allegedly. What about that? Hasn't that done enough damage to the people? How many people have Bobrisky destroyed? And how many people have the politicians in Nigeria destroyed? AKA Buhari, Tinubu, and all the rest. How many? So you now come here and start saying that Bobrisky should be arrested because he is a negative influence on young Nigerians. You are such a joke. Really, really a joke. Really a joke. Let me give you a small advice. I would suggest that you clean up your house first, okay? You put your house in order before challenging others about how disorderly their houses are. Okay, before you go out there pointing fingers at others for bringing a negative image to Nigeria, make sure that you and your friends have painted Nigeria or have brought a positive image to the nation before saying others have destroyed the image of the country. So, this whole saga about Bobrisky and the Best Dressed Female Award doesn't just end there. There are still a lot of people still voicing their concern. And the most funniest thing is, like, there are people on both sides, okay? It's like there are people for and there are people against. People for are like, yeah, she deserves it. Yeah, she hasn't done anything wrong. Yeah, there are more issues that we should focus on rather than spending this much time on an individual who really have no significant influence on the daily lives of Nigerians. Because there are people who are destroying the lives of ordinary Nigerians every day, every night. So we should talk about those people, not Bobrisky. The people against are like, no, we cannot allow this. This is against our culture. This is against our traditions. This is against our belief system. And this is a negative image on the whole country. And so we have to make an example of him. So let's continue with this second article. Why we gave Bobrisky Best Dressed Female Award at movie premiere, Eniola Adio. Nollywood actress and filmmaker Eniola has explained why popular crossdresser Bobrisky won the Best Dressed Female Award at the premiere of her movie Jaikaju recently. Daily Post reports that controversy trailed Bobrisky's announcement as the best dressed female at the movie premiere in Lagos over the weekend. Speaking in a recent interview with Aris TV, Adio said the award was a stunt. According to her, it was all jokes. We just want to have fun. We want people to talk about the movie. My team and I decided that it needed to be in the faces of people. So we decided to give the Best Dressed Female Award to Bobrisky since he has always been a very controversial person. At the end of the day, people started talking about it. But some people are not happy. They started calling out Femi Adebayo, who presented the award. He just presented it. It wasn't his idea. He was not part of the judges. Nigerians shouldn't slam him, please. Well, we can see that the organizers of the event and the producers of the movie has come out to say everything was just a public stunt. They just want people to talk about it, and that was why they did what they did. Be it as it may, I think they have found out that they might have gone too far with their surprise. And people are not so fun with what they did. And I think that they might have gotten one objective achieved. They wanted people to talk about it, and people are talking about it. I think that goal has been achieved. But I do not know for a fact if the end result will be what they expected or what they wanted. Sometimes you can go out for something, but what you get at the end of the day might not necessarily be what you wanted to get from the onset. So let's see the third article we have about this same story. Filmmaker issues apology for giving Bobrisky Best Dressed Female Award. Eniola Ajio, the producer of Beasts of Two Worlds, Ajiakajo, has issued a heartfelt apology over the decision to award Bobrisky as the Best Dressed Female at the movie's premiere. The award, which was intended as a publicity stunt, resulted in significant backlash from the public and industry peers. Adjo took to Instagram to express her remorse, stating, "I write to you today with a heavy heart, filled with regret and remorse over the events that unfolded at my movie premiere." She acknowledged the distress and turmoil caused by the award decisions and extended her sincerest apologies to the Muslim community during the sacred month of Ramadan, emphasizing that it was never her intention to offend or upset any. Anyone. Why is she apologizing to the Muslim community? What has Ramadan got to do with a movie award? So, so is she trying to imply that because of the award, so it somehow disturbs the Muslim from fasting or praying during their sacred month? Didn't she know that this whole publicity stunt was gonna come after her? But anyway, let's just continue with the article. The producer also addressed the women in society, reaffirming her respect for motherhood and her commitment to upholding gender dignity and respect. Jiao extended her apologies to Femi Adebayo, his wife, and actress Dayo Amusa for their undue backlash they faced due to the announcement made at the event. In a gesture of reconciliation, Ajao announced that two females, including Boda Alio, would be honored as the best dressed females at the premiere, each receiving a sum of 1 million naira as a token of her sincere apology and appreciation for their grace. The initial award to Bobrisky, a well-known cross-dresser, received a lot of backlash from the public, including musician Portable, who went as far as writing a diss track for Bobrisky, and actress Diao Amusa, who question the morale behind the award. Well, it's what we call cancel culture, right? If you do something that people thought is not the norm, it's not the tradition, then you are gonna face backlash. And I always would suggest that before people go about doing something, they should give it a thought through. Yeah, because I do not believe um, in apologizing. I believe that when someone does something, they should be sure about what they are doing. And when they take a stance, they shouldn't go back from it. Because when you start going back, then you're going to go further and further and further and further, and there will be no end to how far back you can go. Because what she is doing here, trying to place the public, is not going to work out. All they will do is pushing her and pushing her and pushing her. If you ask my own opinion, I would think that she should have just stood by what she did and just let it go, because when she starts saying that we're gonna crown two females as the best dressed female, blah, 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 and give them each a million naira, doesn't really change anything. But then again, she is who she is, and she has the right to decide. But you guys out there, let me know your take on this whole Bobrisky saga. Do you think that people needed to be all this worried as they are? Do you think that we should be this concerned about an individual winning an award that really doesn't do us anything? Let us hear your take. Please share that in the comment section below. And like always, we love hearing what you have to say. Thank you, and see you in the next one.